Hello, my name's Clarke. I'm the garage artist. Why do I call myself the garage artist? Because during the last 12 years, I've made over 60 pieces of art using basic tools right here in my garage in Huntington Beach, California. I don't have a big fancy shop like that samurai carpenter guy, but I have managed to make everything from metal mobiles like this to beautiful wood artwork like this. Do you ever go into an art gallery and see a cool piece of art and say, how did he make that? Or do you say, I could make that? Well, I decided to make this video series to either answer the first question or to encourage you to go out in the garage and make something of your own using my methods. I really do think everyone has some hidden artistic ability, and all they need is a little bit of encouragement to get started. So I'll be showing you step by step how to make beautiful wood art sculptures using the techniques I developed. I'm hoping you'll be inspired to go out in the garage and make something. I'll even send you a do-it-yourself kit. More on that later. Let's go inside. So here we are in the garage. Somehow I managed to store all my tools away so I can still get a car in here if I have to. My table saw underneath here, my drill press and bandsaw back there, my chop saw over there. As a bit of introduction, I thought I'd show you a few more examples of my work. 12 years ago I started out making mobiles like this in honor of Alexander Calder, my hero. Then I did some lost wax casting. Then about 3 years ago I decided I wanted to steam and bend wood into shapes. So I made some of these I call laminates. 2 years ago, I switched to a slightly simpler method, which I call stacked. I've made about 10 of these. Aren't they cool? This is the style we're going to make first in this series before moving on to the slightly more complicated laminate method that requires steaming and bending. By the way, you can see all of these pieces and more on my website, thegarageartist.com. Or if you want to see them in person, you can visit Coda Gallery in Palm Springs, a great modern art gallery that has sold several of my sculptures. One last thing about the video. As you can see, we're standing in my real garage. For filming, I have a digital SLR camera on a tripod. I'm using my iPhone to record the audio track. And I have a GoPro camera that I use for some stop action sequences. I usually do 1 or 2 takes, so when you see some choppy video or my lips moving with no sound, it's because I said or did something that didn't make it past the film editor. Yes, that film editor would be me. Here I am at the Camtasia Control Center, putting the videos together. The whole idea of this series is to make art and explain how I do it, not make Steven Spielberg quality films, so please forgive any bad cinema you see. For the first piece, which we'll call The Tower, there are 10 episodes. They start with a trip to the hardwood store, then progress through cutting, drilling, gluing, sanding, and so on. Each one's about 5 minutes long. When we're done with that piece, we'll dive right into another. And lastly, it looks like a time traveler from the future has just appeared in the garage. Hey, what is that? Hey, who are you? I am from the future. I have brought this beautiful piece of art from the future. Isn't it nice? Okay, back to the future. Wow, who is that guy? Wow, that was weird. Well, anyway, let's get started. First episode, shopping.